Hello. This is my final anemic Firefly, and I'm moving my channel over to Victoria's Oregon or Bust because I'm all better. I got an appointment to see the surgeon again because the CAT scan said I still had a hernia. So it took me a little bit of finagling. I had to see another doctor who made a personal phone call to that doctor so he would actually see me because he didn't believe me and didn't want to see me. So I kind of forced everybody's hand because the person that read the CAT scan said there's still hiatal hernia there. So not knowing how to read a CAT scan, I took his word for it. Even though I looked at it, I really didn't know what to look at. So, I mean, it all looks kind of weird when you're looking at your innards from a different angle. So, at any rate, I went and saw him. We went over the whole thing. His sewing is impeccable. His repair is probably never going to come off or out or rip. So here's the rub. And I'm only making this because I think people should really question everything. Question everything. Don't take anybody's word for anything. Validate everything that needs validating, because the guy was wrong. The reader of the CAT scan was wrong. So what if you had a doctor that wasn't as astute and smart as the one I had? He says, okay, and so you go in for second surgery that you don't need. That's scary. And the fact that I had to bother two doctors because one person who read my CAT scan read it wrong is very disturbing to me. What else are people having CAT scans and MRIs for that are being read wrong? And how does something like that happen? And is there, I mean, he got his butt reamed by the surgeon, which is good, but I'm just really like, really? How the heck do people do shit like that and get away with it? At any rate, what happened was I had, when he removed my stomach from my lungs and my heart, and he shoved it back where it belonged, it created a vacuum, and nothing likes a vacuum in the world. So that vacuum got filled with peritoneal fluid, which floats around between your internal organs, and it kind of crushed the weakened esophagus down right by where the esophagus and the stomach meet, and it made sort of like a little hourglass. He said it was kind of like having bariatric surgery in your esophagus instead of your stomach. I said, okay, I can live with that. Some days I have problems and I get nauseated and things don't exactly work right, but he said in time it'll stretch out, and if it gets really bad then somebody could go in there and sort of put some kind of support in there. I'm just going to leave it for now, even though I had a hard time, and now it seems to be lessening more and more as time goes by. So all I wanted to do was find out why this guy was saying I still had a hernia when I did not. So this is me. Follow me on my new journey. Now that I'm better, I'm going to Victoria's Oregon or Bust, where I'll continue my journey as a healthy person for the first time in 10 years. I feel great. I'm on the roof of my camper. I've coated it twice. I'm doing repairs to the inside of my vent. I'm going to put a new one in. And so I'm rocking and rolling. I wish all of you well. I hope that any and all people who look at these videos, they'll stay up forever for anybody to follow my red trail to my own health, is question everything. Don't let anybody do something that you don't feel like is right, or your gut feeling says don't do it. Question these people. They might have degrees that you can wallpaper your bathroom with, but for some of them, you know, they either slept through or partied through some of their education. You can't really be putting all of your eggs in their baskets. You have to double question. You have to read. You have to research. This is your body. This is your temple. And if you don't question everything, and I mean not just doctors. I mean, question the food you eat, the spices you use, Even the creamer has titanium dioxide. I like powdered creamer, and I never thought to look. Thankfully, the brand I usually use doesn't have titanium dioxide, but causes liver cancer or something. And you know, they did find a little something wrong with one of my, you know, it's nothing critical, but they were looking at my liver next, you know. It's like, okay, I had little tiny spots in my lung, that's nothing. I had little spots in my liver, who knows. Like he says, I got the beginnings of cirrhosis of the liver. How the hell do you get that when you never drink? How do you get cirrhosis of the liver when you don't drink? You got to watch, and you got to be careful about everything you drink, everything you eat. Nothing is safe. And it's war. It's war on humanity, and I'm very fortunate that I was given more time to help take care of my son, who has high-functioning autism, and he cares for me too. You know, I mean, we're like a joint team here. So I just didn't want to go away and leave him alone. I'm not afraid of death, but I am afraid of leaving him in a world that is not user-friendly. You have a good day. You have a good life. You have a good year. If you want to follow me, go to Victoria's Organ or Bust. And this is the end of the Anemic Firefly, because she's not anemic anymore. And I praise God for that. Okay. Bye-bye.